John Hagee says that if you have a friend or a family member who's in the hospital, you can go into that hospital, walk into that room, and you can command that sickness to leave. And as long as you're right with God in heaven, that sickness must leave. So if the sickness doesn't leave, then guess what? There's something wrong with your walk with God. This was aired in March of 2010. Do you know where John Hagee was about a year and a half before this? In October of 2008. You know where John Hagee was? John Hagee was lying flat on his back on an operating table with his chest cracked open. They were doing quadruple bypass surgery on John Hagee. Why didn't he just command his arteries to clear up? Would have saved himself an awful lot of time and heartache, pardon the pun. I take no joy that John Hagee had quadruple bypass surgery. But I do find it interesting that what the faith preachers preach doesn't work for them. And if what the faith preachers preach doesn't work for them, that ought to be a clue to them. There just might be something wrong with what they're preaching. Why are they sick? Essex W. Kenyon, the grandfather of this movement, died from a tumor. Kenneth Hagin, the father of the modern Word Faith movement, died from heart disease. Oral Roberts, world's most famous faith healer next to Benny Hinn, died from heart disease. Rod Parsley, diagnosed with throat cancer just a few months ago. Remember Rod Parsley? He's the one that wants you to sow $54.17 into his ministry. He's the one that says he can feel your faith tugging on him. I cannot tell you how many times I have seen Rod Parsley look square into the camera lens at people out there in TV land saying, you send me money, God will heal you. You send me money, God will heal your child. This is a standard staple from Rod Parsley.